Hello, it's Michelle from Cleanaway on the Central Coast, working with Central Coast Council to educate our residents on what we can recycle in our yellow lidded bin. Today we're going to talk about paper and cardboard recycling, which items we can put in our yellow bin and those that we can't. So the items that we can recycle that are made from paper and cardboard include all of your brochures and catalogues and newspapers. We can recycle your wrapping paper as well as your gift cards. We can recycle your boxes from the laundry, like your laundry powder boxes. We can also recycle your cartons that your eggs come in, and also your fresh milk and juice cartons, so the ones that you get in the refrigerator section at the supermarket. We can recycle your cardboard packaging that food has come in, so things like cereal boxes, boxes that chocolates have come in, and all of your biscuit boxes and taco boxes can all go into the yellow lid bin. We can recycle your pizza boxes in the yellow lid bin, but it's really important to make sure there's no food left inside. So no pizza crusts, no cheese baked onto the box, just a little bit of an oil mark is fine for that one to go into the yellow lidded bin. Our top tips for recycling paper and cardboard include not putting your recycling in a plastic bag. You need to make sure that your recycling goes into the yellow lid bin loosely, so no bags are allowed. Secondly, with our paper and cardboard items, we need to make sure that we flatten it before it goes into the yellow bin. So if it's a newspaper and it's rolled up with an elastic band, take that elastic band off, unroll the newspaper and pop that into the bin. If it's a big cardboard box, try and flatten it down so it's nice and flat. This will not only give you more room in your yellow bin, but it makes it much easier for us to sort the paper and cardboard when it gets to the recycling facility. You don't need to remove staples, sticky tapes or windows from envelopes before placing these items into your yellow bin. However, if it is an item that has had food on it, such as a bag that might have some sauce on it from a pie you've had, then we can't have that type of product going into the yellow bin. There are some items made of paper and cardboard that we can't accept for recycling in the yellow lid bin. We call these items contamination. The reasons they may not be accepted for recycling include they become difficult for us to sort at our sorting facilities, or they may be laminated with other types of products, which makes them very hard to recycle. So we've got some of them here today to have a look at. We'll start with our shredded paper. So even though shredded paper is paper, when it's shredded into small little bits and you put it in your yellow bin, it becomes mixed in with all the bottles and cans and turns into tiny little pieces of paper that we can't separate out from all the other recycling to be able to recycle the paper. It can also wrap around our sorting machinery. If you have paper documents you'd like to recycle, instead of shredding them, you could try tearing them into 4 equal parts and putting this into the recycling bin. We could sort that type of paper. If you are shredding it though, it would need to go into your red bin, or as an alternative, you could use it in your garden as a mulch or mix it into your compost bin. The next thing we'll look at is tissues and paper towels. Lots of people like to try and put these items into their yellow bin. Tissues have been used on our body and paper towels are often used to wipe up a mess. When we put these items in the yellow bin, we can't effectively clean them of those products to be able to recycle them. So no tissues or paper towel or used products on our body in the yellow lid bin. Next, we'll look at some different types of cardboard tubes we have here. So these ones had some baking powder and a type of tea in it. You can also buy some chips in these, like your Pringles types of containers. These types of containers have a cardboard tube, a metal bottom and a lid. And if we take the lid off, we can see there's also a foil lining on the inside. These products are made up of way too many different items for us to be able to recycle them into something new effectively. So any item that has lots of different types of products built within it, we can't put into our yellow bin. Unfortunately, these ones do need to go into your red bin for disposal. Next, we've got our disposable coffee cups. Now these ones, again, they might just look like cardboard, but they do have different types of plastic liners in them. Some of them even have polystyrene fillers in them, and that's designed to keep your coffee warm and also to keep the liquid in your cup. So unfortunately, again, because of the different layers in these products, we can't accept them for recycling in our yellow lid bin. However, there are some spaces within the community that have been set up for you to recycle your disposable coffee cups into. If you go to any of the big supermarket chains at Westfields Tuggerah and also at Erina Fair, they've got some coffee cup recycling dispensers there. And also at your local 7-Eleven, you can take your coffee cups and they've got a special collection bin there for you to recycle them into. Of course, the best option though is to try and use your reusable coffee cups so that we're not creating this waste in the first place. Finally, over here we have our long life cartons or Tetra Paks. So again, you might think these are just made of cardboard, but they are lined with plastic on the outside and a foil lining on the inside, which makes it really hard for us to recycle them if they're mixed in with our paper and cardboard. They will have recycling symbols on it, so it does make it really tricky for residents to understand which bin they should go in. In your home environment, they do need to go into your red bin. However, if you are using the little poppers and you collect them all together, you can take these to the return and earn machines and have them recycled and get your 10-cent refund. So it's worth holding on to these ones and doing that. Back over this side, we've got a real tricky item. And so this one we've got from a bakery. And on it, it actually says in really small writing that's hard to see that it's made from a plant-based material and that it's suitable for composting. So that does not mean though that you can put it in your garden bin. It also means we can't put it in the recycling bin, but if you've got a compost bin in your garden at home, you could put it into that one. So that's a really confusing message on there though, and it makes it quite hard for residents to know what to do. But always try and have a quick look at the packaging on items that just look a little bit different, just to check if it's telling you what you should be doing with it. Finally, we mentioned that we can recycle wrapping paper earlier. We just want to point out that that needs to be actual paper. So if you've got a foil-based wrapping paper or a plastic-based wrapping paper, we can't recycle these ones and they need to go into the red bin if they can't be reused. And also to just make sure you remove any of the plastic ribbons from your paper wrapping paper before you recycle it. And finally, just to make sure that if you are recycling magazines or newspapers and they come wrapped in plastic, that you remove the plastic wrappers before placing it into the yellow lidded bin. It's really important that we continue to recycle our paper and cardboard in our yellow lidded bin. When we put our items that are made of paper and cardboard in the bin, they're washed, de-inked, pulped and turned into new paper and cardboard items. This could be anything from new cardboard boxes, to office paper, to kitty litter, to newspapers, to even tissues and toilet paper. Every time we recycle paper and cardboard, it means we don't need to cut down more trees and use new resources to make the paper and cardboard we use. It conserves energy and landfill space and also creates more jobs. It's really important that if you are unsure of items that can or cannot go into your yellow bin, that you check our website, which is onecoast.com.au, and get in touch with us and find out. You can also follow us on Facebook by searching One Coast on Facebook. Let's make sure we're all educated about our waste management and know what can go in our recycling bin to make sure we're creating a sustainable future.